Welcome back to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. Now, what is it about Donald Trump that brings out the worst in radical Democrats? He seems to get under their skin, even to the extent where they would support a sworn enemy of the United States just to get back at Donald Trump. So what is it that is driving these Democrats to such extreme lengths? Well, the Iran war appears to have been something that triggers a lot of them to say some absolutely horrendous and unspeakable things. And, a Democratic senator is trying to walk one of the things he said back. Too late. The internet remembers. Before we get into the story, please like, share, and comment at Explain America. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, Connecticut Senator Chris Murphy did not appreciate those people on social media who got receipts about him claiming that the Iranians may have escaped through the blockade that the Navy is putting there. They're trying to keep the Iranians from oil transshipments. And so now we have Chris Murphy claiming that this report, it was awesome.
Twitter's become kind of a cesspool. I probably should give up on sarcasm on Twitter. Obviously, anybody that's seen anything that I have said about Trump's war knows that I think it's bungled, mismanaged, and he should end it as quickly as possible. But sarcasm is not something, I guess, that's allowed on Twitter any longer.
Do you regret the post? Are you planning on taking it down, or are you going to keep it up?
I guess I just have to be more careful about sarcasm on Twitter.
And, there's not much awesome about it. And he now says that it was sarcasm, but guess what? We're not buying it, Chris. It's not sarcasm because you wouldn't have plucked this one story and dropped all context and said it was awesome. You were trying to get the word out about it because you were trying to generate negative press about the Trump administration. So it made you look like a cheerleader for Iran. And, Molly Hemingway, who's at the Federalist and she has a new book out, she said that Chris Murphy had met with the foreign minister of Iran years ago, and Chris Murphy essentially confirmed this. So what was a senator doing meeting with foreign heads of state secretly? Why hasn't there been more scrutiny of these Democrats that appear to be engaging in treasonous behavior? We just saw California Congressman Eric Swalwell get busted in an illicit scandal where a lot of staffers came forward and accused him of sexual misconduct. But this comes in the aftermath of Chinese spy honeypot operation that appears to have successfully ensnared him, and he may have been compromised by Communist China all along. Of course, we could go back to Ilhan Omar in the Somali fraud scandal, where she's come out many times and said that her loyalty is to Somalia just as much as the United States. Or you can go to the Bidens, and of course, Hunter Biden was overseas working with Burisma for who knows why, because he's not an oil and gas expert, but was reaping millions of dollars and had a lot of shell companies set up. And so the Biden family was taking in millions of dollars from Ukraine and China and other countries while Joe Biden was either vice president or president of the United States. And we have Hillary Clinton, who has reaped benefits from Russian companies. That's when she and her husband were on speaking tours. And, she, as Secretary of State, authorized the Uranium One deal to be cleared through her desk, at the very least. As Secretary of State, she didn't block it for national security reasons, which should have been her priority. National security over personal enrichment. I mean, what a novel thought. And it goes on because the Democratic Party is rotten to its core. It's thoroughly compromised. And that's not to say that the Republican Party has a clean bill of health at all. There is a lot of corruption going on and penetration of our country by foreign interests. And this scandal involving Chris Murphy rooting for Iran, I think that it just goes to show what happens. They are not actually America first. They're not even America last. They're America not at all. They're themselves first, and personal enrichment at the cost of our national security. I think this is treasonous behavior, quite frankly, and I think that even a few decades ago, this would be enough to get someone removed from high office. But Chris Murphy, I don't think the Democratic voters even care if someone commits treason anymore. I know that's a provocative claim, but I would love to be proven wrong. Weigh in with your thoughts about this story. We always appreciate hearing from you at Explain America.